What should we call Africa?
No, because we have Canada.
But I'm just thinking if we had to rename, I guess you just don't use the continent name.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
Well, we'll start right here. That's
I'm just saying it's like
we're gonna put our foot down.
It's there's Chad. There's
the N word.
No, it's Niger.
Oh, well, that ain't fun. That's not what we call it in school.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, I needed security about a week ago in Walmart, and you weren't around. I got accosted by
I'm not going to be
black gentleman, and I was scared to death.
I'm not going to be in Walmart. I'm not going to be in
for your life.
Feared for my life. Yeah, I probably could have justifiably shot him, but I figured, why go there? But no, apparently this guy, he thought I mouthed off at the cashier. Mm-hmm. It was an older black lady, and I kind of got out of her lane because I had more items than she wanted to check out because she was supposed to be watching over the self-checkout. So she kind of made a comment like, well, when I asked if that was all y'all had, because she noticed that we had more than what she thought. So I said, don't worry about it. I told family, look, y'all come over here. We'll go to don't worry about it. I stepped to the side, and then all of a sudden I hear the dude. He's like, well, if you could check me out, I'd appreciate it. And I ain't going to talk to you like that man did over there. And I'm looking, I'm kind of like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm the only man around. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? And he's like, I heard what you said. You think you can just go around talking to people like you want to? And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Well, kind of, yeah, but okay.
But I'm thinking like, I don't even know what I said. And he's like, I heard what you said using that F word at that lady. And then, I was like, as soon as he said that, I'm like, no, I didn't. And as I'm saying that, my wife is saying it too. Like, no, he didn't. Mm-hmm. Well, then the lady in front of me chimes in and says, he didn't say that to this guy, And this dude's irate. Like, he's about to, he's going to show me that you can't just go around talking to people like that. But even the cashier was like, that's not what was said. Well, then he look, if that's not the case, I humbly apologize, And he kind of started like apologizing over and over and over. And we shook hands, did the whole bro hug thing, And in the end, we laughed about it. And I told him, look, had I said that to that lady, you'd have been within your rights to, to come at me like that, because it would have been kind of messed up for me to do that. Because she is my elder, but it threw me off that, it kind of festered with me for a couple of days. Like, did I handle that right? Because looking back on it, it's like, I wanted to tell him. I didn't tell her that, but you can go fuck yourself. Yeah, but that's not where my mind was, because it caught me so off guard, because I had no idea what I did. Right. And I felt like I was being chastised by a parent, because he was an older gentleman. You know? I say, wasn't like he was decrepit, but he was older than me, probably 60-ish.
Oh, yeah.
And he was not happy, because he thought I said fuck to that lady for some reason.
Like I said, I'm going to say it again. You got to be careful with older gentlemen. Yeah. Because a lot of times, and that dude might be just like what I described before, where, he's built on his size and his testosterone and all of that. And then when that testosterone starts to leave your body, at 35, we start losing it. And then a lot of us, we age gracefully. But some of us, if you're basing yourself on testosterone, testosterone leaves you with frustration.
Well, honestly, I don't even know.
So what I was saying was, if that dude had a gun on him and he felt a certain kind of way,
well, suppose I had
die on that.
You know what I mean?
Huh?
Now, suppose I would have had one, and I wasn't the type of person I was to want to know what the problem was, besides saying, what the fuck did you just say to me? Which is what some people would have done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the way he came at me, had I been a different mindset, he would have got fucked up in that Walmart.
I got you.
So it was like, you're in that situation. Like, do you punch this person in the mouth, or do you just say, hey, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Well, my instinct with an older guy was to be like, first, what did I do? Like, what are you talking about?
You did it right. You did it. You handled the situation with superb accuracy.
Me personally, I think it was a black-white thing, to be honest with you, because he saw me. He thought I cursed that older black lady out.
The cashier was black and he was black?
Yeah, and the way he came at me was like, you think you can walk around talking to people any old way you want? I'm like, who? Like, why?
He wanted to say,
because I'm a white man?
He wanted to say, you think because you white.
I know what he wanted to say, but he was cool in the end, man. He didn't curse or nothing, He was, God bless and all this stuff. And we, like I said, we kind of hugged it out. And he apologized
still gotta watch him,
a few times.
Still got to watch him,
But like I said, it sat with me for a few days, because I'm thinking, man, as a man, you either look weak, because if you don't just all of a sudden go off on somebody who approaches you like that, or if you do, now you're an asshole because I done hit this old man in
Right.
Walmart. So it's like, how do you handle that?
It's
you know?
believe it or
right
not,
thing.
it's the opposite way. It's stronger to have restraint than it is to go off on
Absolutely.
I
somebody.
guess it didn't
did the
feel
right
right
thing.
after.
No, it don't.
It doesn't.
You know
Even
why?
though he
Because-
apologized, because that's what my wife was saying. She's like, you overthinking it. Like he
No, you're not.
apologized, and I was
No,
like,
you're not.
yeah, but as a man, it
When
didn't
you-
sit good with me.
When
that
you get
night,
that
you know what I
adrenaline
mean?
drop, and
That's
you
what it
didn't do
was.
nothing with it, it
Yeah.
turns into negativity.
That's what
and
it
that'll
was.
sit in your mind for a long time.
Damn
Right.
good point you made, because that's what it was later on afterwards. I'm sitting
Oh, you want
there.
to lean into
Then
that?
the next morning, I'm waking up with this shit on my mind. Like, man, did I handle that right? Like, or did I
Yeah.
just go out like a little bitch? You
No,
know?
it's strong.
I mean,
it's stronger to show restraint than it
Yeah,
is to go off
absolutely.
on somebody.
well,
And I know it doesn't seem like it, but it is. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm gonna tell you this too: that is on you. You got to go do something about it. You got
What
to
you
do some
mean?
push-ups or some pull-ups or go run.
You say I gotta earn my man card back because I didn't.
No,
go.
no. Like you gotta work that off.
See, that's what
That-
I'm talking about.
you- no,
Now
that-
I'm-
Yeah, see,
now I'm
like,
furious again.
Walmart rules like prison rules.
Your
You should've
energy.
just shanked them, dude. Like violence is always the answer.
Yeah, well, and you know the funny thing is, like I said, it could have turned to that quick because
Yeah.
Sure.
he came at me like angrily, like took a couple steps toward me.
Yeah.
Well, had I been that asshole that was just gung ho ready
Right.
and armed like most of us are around here, that
Yeah.
could have turned bad. You know
But
what
lesson
I mean?
learned, because and this is for all of our weak and our don't want to do nothing and want to be provided for themselves, and it's okay. So I have the right to this and that. When you're out there in the real world, you can conduct yourself in a certain mannerism.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. All of these people that's talking about, I have a right to do this, I have a right to do that. You know the ones I'm talking about, right? But if you ask a group of people, would you rather walk down the street with them, or would you rather walk down the street with 5 military trained soldiers?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shows you where you need to be at. So you're right where you got to be. But I'm gonna tell you something right now. You had that adrenaline dump, and it didn't go anywhere. So
No,
you
it-
really, either you're gonna
I
meditate
should have took it
or
out
you got to
on my
work.
wife later on.
Man, I'm gonna go.
Should have brought his dentures home with you, bro.
Oh man, no, he wasn't that old. Honestly, he may have whooped my ass. I don't know, but the point was because he looked like he was in shape. He wasn't just
Right.
some old elderly guy.
I mean, no, but
Right.
and here's another thing too. So they'll whip your ass, but they'll feel it tomorrow
Yeah,
because when that
Well, hell, I
adrenaline
would've
hits,
too.
And then you got to go back to Walmart
No, well,
and see him
I would have
again.
too. I ain't 20.
no,
when he's hurt.
but they sometimes they die from that shit.
I was pissed off. I'm gonna tell you the real because I had my wife, the 12-year-old and the 5-year-old, and I'm thinking I just let somebody approach me like this with my family there.
Yeah.
It's like, should I have done what I did and just kind of tried to suppress the situation, or should I have been like, dude, you just stepped the wrong fucking time. My family's here, and you coming at me like this?
Right.
You
But-
gotta reel that part in.
Well, the instinct was because, like I said, he was older than me, so I guess I was brought up for one. You respect the elders, which is one of the
Mhm.
things I had told him. Like, I would never speak to that lady like that, even if
Yeah.
she aggravated me, which she did,
Right.
because
I
she
gotcha.
did.
Yeah.
She said, "Is that all y'all have?" Well, the response from my wife was yes. Well, she didn't know we were all together apparently. So then we all had one item in our hands, and then she's like, "Well, when I asked you if that," so I said, "You know what? Don't worry about it. We'll step over here."
But that's a good read in the situation. She caused it.
Sort of. I mean,
No,
I
she
could have
caused
just,
it
I
straight
could
up.
have just been like,
she could have
you
been
know,
like, "Sweetheart, you have 2 minutes out of some of that."
yeah.
But
she
she'd
could
been
have just shut up and did her job.
But
you
she'd
know?
been so snippy with everybody, and letting that job get to her, letting that
Yeah.
job, and then it get to the point where you come up and she couldn't read the play. I'm gonna talk crazy to this dude right here. That's gonna set this dude off right here. You know how it goes.
Maybe, but she was a sweetheart after. Like she was even on my side saying that's not what he said. She was kind of laughing about it, like it really wasn't that
She was
serious.
trying to
Like,
laugh it
that's
off and
not
trying to
what
get
he-
away, but she caused it.
Yeah.
She caused it, and that's another thing too. That's why our women and our men are very, very different. And I don't care what anybody says. A man has a man's mind, and a woman has a woman's mind. A woman, whenever she's in a setting like that, they're trying to do the task, and they can't really have a good read of like the danger. We're focused on violence at all times.
Yeah.
Had she
agree.
been focused on violence, it'd be like, if I speak to this dude right here, that dude right there might spark up.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's that deep. I think she just got aggravated because she was trying to get back to her post where they watch all
Right.
the registers. but
That's
she
her
had-
problem.
Well,
She's
it
at
was.
work.
That's what I was thinking. That's why I did kind of have an attitude telling my family, y'all just, come on, don't worry about it. Come on, she don't have time for us. But I didn't speak directly to her.
Mhm.
Well, he thought apparently I said something with the F word or something. That's where
But-
this all stemmed from. But
That it's good that it happened, and it's good that nothing happened. Well, I'm not saying it's good to happen. What I'm saying is it's good that you went through it and nothing happened.
yeah,
So
I
that you
guess.
can learn from that and then share your experience with us so that we'll know to be on alert. Because, a lot of times if something doesn't happen for a long time, you get kind of used of it. You know what I mean? You move to a new neighborhood and you lock the gate, lock the gate. And after I was like, man, I've been here for 4 years, man. Anybody to come in this yard?
I think that was like you just said, when you get so used to shit not happening, because that's what probably threw me off the most. Is I have never been come out like that in public, especially as a grown man, because I just don't. I'm not out there starting trouble and shit. So had I really said that to that lady, then at least I would have known right from the beginning, like, and I'd have been like, I said it, fuck you. But I'm thinking,
I have.
What's he talking to? I'm looking around and it's just me and the kids and my wife, and I'm like, I guess he's talking to me. Yeah, you know. And I'm like,
dude, I have. Oh, and it was like, you know, I rode my bike somewheres, and then I'm pushing my bike back home because, you know, the chain won't stay on or whatever, right? And then you got some couple rednecks pull up in a pickup truck, skirt, jump out of the truck, surround me and shit. You know.
Yeah, but how long ago was that?
I'm talking when I was a kid, like growing up.
Well, that's what I'm talking. I'm talking about, like,
you know, like so
as an adult.
It's happened, and then it's happened also to me as an adult, where they'll look up, and then I get the other thing that's called gatekeeping, to where like I'll go to a place and I'll see a bunch of grown men like staring me down, you know, like I'm not supposed to be anywhere. And I started calling it to my own self, and this is my first time saying it out loud. I started to call it stepping on toes.
Maybe they're admiring you. They're like, that's the dude on that podcast.
Probably so.
That's
yeah.
him.
Yeah, and they got time machines. They were so rich they had time machines.
Oh, you're talking about
yeah, no, because so I grew up in, you know, my city that I grew up in, and then there's a city that's on the side of me that's pretty affluent. And so I would go there, you know, once I started making my own money, and I didn't want to hang out over here on the eastern side of the parish. I want to go to the western side of the parish.
But just because you stand out don't mean it's a bad. They
no,
may
but
just be like,
you still get that. I would get that look all the time, and I called it gatekeeping. And then I called it, what I would be doing is, I'm stepping on toes today, and I had to learn to earn it.
Well, don't worry. You are
and even though it's the United States,
you're welcome. Any white neighborhood you can go in now. They come on.
He's got to have a lawnmower in the back of the truck. Huh?
A lawnmower. Get out of here.
Look at Brad's like, he knows.
You ain't been fighting in Walmart lately? No fights?
No, I ain't been fighting in Walmart.
Y'all suck, man. Y'all got to go in there and start some shit. Next time,
I might tonight.
When you go back in there, like, if we can ever find it, we'll set up like a UFC thing between him and I.
Hell
and I was like, dude, we got to get this over. It's been eating away at me since,
I do keep gloves in the trunk, so
we got to get the release form.
Set it off in the parking lot.
Yeah.
No, we got to get the release form so that if
I'll be on film getting
didn't
beat
they
up
have
by
a big ass
60-year-old.
brawl in that Walmart not too long ago?
Sure, yeah, because it's so
There
close.
was a bunch
to
of
New
people in the
Orleans.
front. Were
Is
like
it named
whooping
Walmart?
each other's ass.
Yeah, and then it's so close to New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's why you ought to shop local, right, dude?
That's right. That's exactly right.
That might be what it was.
Yeah, you wouldn't
That's
have
exactly
that
right.
problem,
But it's
brother.
hard. It's hard to shop local though because
It
you
is.
have.
I guarantee you, whatever I had in my hands, probably couldn't find it freaking local.
Right.
Especially that because it was late in the evening, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, if you're a better organized person,
Right.
well, I'm
Get a
not.
list
then
or
you
something, right,
do.
yeah.
You go to the hardware store, get this. You go.
Well.
You got to break that down.
Well, I ain't. So
Oh, okay. So then
I
you was in
ain't.
Walmart's.
I was in the Walmart.
Yep.
So
You did the right thing, brother. At least
Yeah,
you
you
didn't
did.
show up with a black eye or something, you know?
yeah.
That's another
I
thing
don't
too.
know.
Is even though
I
you win, you
still-
lose.
Yeah.
You heard me, right?
Well,
Even-
that's what I said. Had I done the opposite of what I did, then
You would
I would have
win.
been the bad guy.
Absolutely.
No. No. Even if you do right, and even if you still do whatever,
Yeah.
Once y'all trade licks, it doesn't matter. You like if the dude punched you as hard as he could anywhere else on your body,
Yeah.
and even though you flatten him out, you know what I
I
mean?
don't think there's any.
You're still gonna be punched hard as you can get punched. You know what I mean?
I don't know if there's a right way to handle that.
Did you have
situation.
harder objects in your basket than he did?
No, I had a
his?
fucking. I didn't have a basket. I was holding a little plastic container of cinnamon rolls.
That
So
probably wouldn't do too much.
I don't know what he had. He only had one item, but I did have backup.
He's probably buying a Louisville Slugger.
Yeah, that'd have been my luck. Huh? He approached me like he did because he came at me like you know. I don't know. I guess he's never had his ass whooped before because I mean,
probably ain't.
he might not have.
Probably
he may be a
ain't
fucking.
shit.
It was
he
the
may be-
cinnamon rolls, dude, that he
That's
saw
what it
that you would
was.
carry.
It's
He's like,
like,
I
these
could take
damn
them,
white
man.
people
Yeah.
with cinnamon
So
rolls.
Tell you
anytime
what,
I go to Walmart, I'm gonna have to go straight to the automotive section. I'm gonna just get like a four-way and carry it with me until I check out,
And then put it
I'll
right
leave it
there. It's
yeah.
like, why do these four-ways keep popping up?
That's it. Just-
Well, you know
Just in
what?
case.
I tell you what really pissed me off too is like 2 days later, I'm bringing my 12-year-old to school, and she usually hears me. You know, I'm hollering, I'm cussing, the whole road rage thing. You know, I'm in the car cussing out other drivers. You know, that get in my way. Well, that morning somebody must have cut me off, and I didn't say nothing.
Mhm.
So this little smart ass says, "Oh, I see you've calmed down since that black man got at you in Walmart." I said, "You little." So then I really started feeling like, I was like, I knew I should have hit that mother.
Honey,
She basically said he put me in check, and now I done calmed down.
Just go on and get out.
So I text the wife. I'm like, I knew it. I knew I handled that wrong. Like, I can't win. If I'd have punched that man in the mouth, they'd been like, oh, did you see that guy hit that older gentleman in Walmart? You know?
Oh, yeah.
So she lit that fuse again that morning. I was like, you little bitch. Like,
wait, but you still brought her to school?
I should have made her get out.
Yeah.
Said, you tell that black man to give you a ride.
But you can still have another chance.
Yeah. I didn't even let her know that.
Raining.
I didn't let her know that bothered me, but I was sitting there the whole time riding to work after that.
Because you're an adult. You're not supposed to. You're an adult. You're not supposed to. Dude, look, being an adult is not easy. It's not. Being a responsible adult is not easy, but it's worth it.
She shouldn't have said that.
Well,
that's all I'm saying.
Child, man. She's supposed to say that
and
more.
Line.
I ought to call her ass in here and chastise her.
And you can just see how them kids, boy, they listen to everything you say and do, man.
Everything.
You know? It's
they
crazy.
do. That's why it's good
everything.
to. That's why it's good to instill good morals.
Yeah.
Well, I tried turning the other cheek so my kids could see that, and I
Oh,
get
she
made
called
fun of
out.
by my 12-year-old.
Yeah, right.
You know?
They're supposed to, but at the same time, she
you
absorbed.
calmed down since that
Well-
black man. But
I know. Let's segue. What's
we're beating the dead
it's
horse
April.
here, but still,
All right, so we've had a very, very long spring, which is very, very uncommon, right? Because in Louisiana we don't get a spring. It's just
Usually
one
not.
day.
Right.
It's just one day. It's not cold anymore.
yeah.
I'm serious.
No, you're right.
Like he knows.
Yeah, it
he
goes
knows
from nice
exactly
to
what I'm talking
miserable.
So
about.
what you getting at?
So now we have a spring, and we had a very, very long spring, but summertime is coming. So you got anything planned for summer? Anything?
Try not to work as much as possible.
You gonna buy another convertible, Brad?
I don't own a convertible now.
Yeah, you do.
No, I really don't.
He does.
No, man.
Summer,
I don't look forward to that shit. It's too hot now, man.
I'm
Well, I
looking
mean,
forward
the
to
idea
no
of it-
traffic in New Orleans because when the schools let out, it's so great getting to work in the
Not that.
morning.
No. You still
love
killing
it.
yourself. I'm talking
I
about
love
having.
it.
Fun?
Yeah, like
Who has fun in life
I get to
anymore?
sleep in a
I mean,
little
who does
later
that, you know?
because I don't have to wake up as early
You heard him.
to get to work. Who has fun?
Stop
Nobody
saying
has
that.
fun.
Stop.
Yeah.
We just work. We're
Stop.
adults.
Both of y'all are saying the same thing.
Yeah,
There's fun in life.
I know. I'm just
Don't
fucking.
let it slip by you.
This
Come
is
on.
fun. That's
Come
why we
on.
do
It's
this.
great.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
your outlet.
That's why we do it.
Oh, this therapy. You
No, but it
because you know I'm gonna reel you back in.
well, no,
racing
but
to work.
it brings up. I was thinking earlier. I got my brother-in-law. He texted me randomly the other morning. You know Vincent. I mean, good.
Yeah, but usually
good,
is.
good kid. I say kid. He's probably 30 years old now, with a family and military.
He's
and
still
all,
a-
but
Still a kid. That's how you
Point
gotta
is-
say it, like good kid, because he's younger than us. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how I look at him. because
and
he's
we're
younger than me.
Southern, and that's how we do have rank.
Well, you reminded me because he texts me out the blue. We don't talk a lot,
Mhm.
but we get along very well. So he texts me the other morning. I wake up. It's about 8:00, and it says, "Hey, man, this may sound strange, but I just wanted to tell you that I've always admired how when you got an idea or you want to go after something, you do it. You don't care what people are thinking, this, that, and other." And I know he's talking about this
Mhm.
and maybe some other little things that I'm involved in, but I included, I wanted to include you guys in that because we do this. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And I know it's not like we're a household name or nothing, but we were
Yeah.
going to do this anyway, whether it be
Right.
sitting around talking
Right.
and bullshit. And so anyway, his point, I guess that he was making was that more people should try to do that in life. You know what I mean? Like, because, and it reminded me of the hate that I've received with this, and a lot of it's from friends or family, and not that they hate you, but the jealousy
It's
that
a
you
jealousy,
see.
I
So
was
they
gonna
like to
say,
make their
yeah.
little comments. And I'm thinking, I don't know where that comes from besides, I guess, people, not happy with their hamster wheel of a life where they don't
Yeah.
try things
True.
that they want.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm
try.
laughing, because I know you heard me laughing, but I wasn't trying to like chuckle and like do some undermined shit. That's my whole life.
Yeah.
No, my whole life has been me doing. You've known me for
Yeah.
a very long time,
Yeah.
and I've always done what? My own thing.
Right.
Right. I mean, name anybody else that you know that.
Well,
that's,
you
that's
get a lot of
that-
hate from internal, like I said, the family. It's not the
Everybody.
people on the outside.
I don't
'cause
know anybody.
We get dumbass hate comments about this online, but I expect that from trolls.
Right.
and people, but it always seems like it stems from some, I guess, like I said, some sort of jealousy. Because
That means you made it.
although we're not, like I said, it's not like we're stupid, like we're sitting around thinking that we're fucking some podcast that everybody in the world's listening to.
Right.
But we are growing. We're doing our thing. We don't have a celebrity to boost it.
Right.
We're doing this shit from the ground up. And we're having fun while we're doing it. And for some reason that bothers people. You know what I mean?
Good.
And
Yeah.
it'll be people that you really
You know what that means?
know.
You know what that means? That means you made it.
Yeah, but I guess.
No. You don't understand.
To me, it just means they wish they could be doing it, but they're full of excuses in life. You know, I don't have time. I don't. You know, or they're just too like. Some people don't like being in front of a camera. Like they wish they could, but they're just afraid to do it. So they get online and they run their mouths instead of encouraging. Somebody that you're supposed to be friends with or family with, I mean, it's like, give them encouragement. Say, hey, because I got people that don't even watch the podcast that say, man, that's awesome. I'm glad I'm glad you do what y'all do. Then you got people that do, and it's like, y'all ain't doing that right.
That's amazing.
They ain't nobody listening to that.
True. It's true. Look,
I mean?
look, out of my family, I have like, it was me and my mom, zero jealousy.
Yeah.
We if you had something, we wish that you had 10 times as much as whatever you told us that you had. Then there's others. And if you just mention somebody's name after knowing that they had something, it's like, F that person.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I've never been the type.
So if you have haters, you're doing good.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
It was hard for me to fathom because I mean, I'm sure when I was young and immature, I'm sure I had a little, the jealousy thing. We all go through.
No, you have to. You have to, or you're not even.
For the most part, I always looked at it like, say, like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. I never looked at it like fuck them, they don't need all that money. You know what I look at it? How did they get that?
Right.
What did they do to get to that?
Well, it will be two. I look at it in two ways. Number one, they have enough to share, and I
they do, but it's not their.
No. I'm wishing.
Yeah.
My resentment is that I don't know them personally.
Right.
Because if I did, it'd be great.
But some people wish
being around them in their air.
Some people wish the failure on.
Oh yeah,
and you know what I mean. And and like I said, I've always been like, if I see somebody doing something I like or having something I like, I just want I want to know how they did it. You know what I mean? I don't I don't give two shits about saying, oh, I hope they lose it. How did you get that? You know what I mean?
Something to learn with being disappointed with somebody is you expect for somebody so if I'm disappointed with Justin, and the reason why my disappointment is, and it could be for wrong reasons, right? So if I could be out there doing something terrible and then Justin doesn't do something terrible, I get mad at him because of the fact that I expect Justin to do what I do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So whenever somebody's disappointed with you, they're disappointed because of the fact that they wouldn't do something the way that you would.
Well, you're going into a whole different realm though.
No, so that's why. No,
I'm talking about these assholes that
I'm talking about you being disappointed with these people.
Oh, you talking about, I thought you meant people disappointed in what we're doing.
Right. No, I was giving a definition of disappointment. So the way you have to look at it is if because you're disappointed with that person because that person didn't do something the way that you would have done it.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Well,
you're giving people too much credit. Let them go. It fuels
the fire, though. You know what I mean? Because then I'm like, okay,
turn it off.
Like I know. You got your little comments coming at us because we're not real big right now, but thank you.
How do you say
that? It just makes me say there ain't no way we stopping this.
It makes us want to kick it up a couple of notches.
There's an old adage.
Roll with it.
The old adage is, and it's wrong, and I'll tell you which part of it is wrong. You know the adage: forgive and forget.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, you are supposed to forgive.
Oh, I ain't forgetting.
But you're never supposed to forget.
No, and I forget. I mean, I'm not.
And there's people who you're never supposed to forgive.
Yeah, well, yeah, but not over like hating. I'm not. It's not even that deep. I just don't understand.
Dude, they got
it
people
when it's
walking
supposed
around
to be like friends or family. It's like, why would you not, be supportive of what any of your good friends or family?
That's
is
a good.
doing?
That's a good little. I had a little light. The little light bulb goes off at the top of your head. It's like, there you go. That's something to think about.
It's a lot of jealousy.
Work on your own stuff.
Oh, it's all jealousy.
That
was the point I was getting at.
No, because you're spreading
jealousy based.
But what it is
now, you know what they'll say? Why are we jealous? Y'all got ain't got nobody watching that because you ain't in here doing it.
Absolutely,
you don't.
Either you can't afford to do it, or you got excuse after excuse. You know what I mean?
There's
Get over it.
There's a good subject. What if we don't get any more people watching this?
Then we still gonna sit in there and talk shit and drink some drinks because that's how it started.
And you know what? If I would ask you this a month ago, you'd have been, I don't know what it's worth. I don't know. And now you start to understand.
Not sort of, but
so no.
We
other
started off thinking that
other people aren't getting the therapy.
It's like just chilling and drinking.
Right.
Other people aren't getting the therapy that you're getting by doing this. And there's a lot of people that's out there. That's another thing too. Is they got a lot of people that love you more than people you freaking know.
Yeah.
That is strange.
It is a good form of therapy, man.
You got me. So now you're starting to see the light. Now you're a bigger and better person because of him. Because of that, you didn't get in a fight with that dude. You didn't even know it.
No, that's because the asshole caught me off guard. Like I said, I'd have rather have done something wrong, so at least I'd have known. So I could have been like, "Yeah, I said it, you motherfucker." But
I got my holler points with me, boy.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
And I did. I mean, it was in a truck, but I'm thinking, man, that could have turned.
It was in a
Well,
That
as
shit
far
was
as
in a truck.
like making the right decisions, did y'all saw that video of the dude that they got ran over by homeboy trying to steal his truck, or that did steal his truck?
Oh, like he was a construction worker.
Mhm.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah,
I-
yeah. He went flying.
I mean, my
like,
question
Yeah.
is, I mean, did he live?
I don't think so.
I don't think
no,
so.
they killed him.
Yeah, he died.
It had
Yeah,
to,
he
man.
died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see that?
No.
Dude.
Basically, was it his truck that the dude stole?
I don't know if it was his truck or a company
Well,
truck,
did you
but
see
he was
the-
driving it.
Did you see the dude that got run over? He walks up to the truck and he starts
Yes.
firing off rounds,
Yeah,
like
so
point
he
blank,
was the driver
and apparently
of the truck.
missing the dude.
Yeah.
Point fucking blank. Well, the
That's-
truck backs up a ways.
Oh, I did see
and then
that.
comes flying up
Wait,
the
yeah,
street.
yeah.
And then this
Smoked him.
dude, I mean, I don't want to talk ill of the dead, but let's just say he wasn't in the best of shape.
No.
He couldn't get the fuck out the street.
You can't.
You know what I mean? Who can? I'd have been because there was
The other
another
dude that
person
was
there,
standing
and he
there
got out the
way.
street.
He wasn't the target.
Who wasn't?
The other person.
Oh yeah, I know
Well,
what you're
but-
saying.
And then like he
Yeah,
ran,
but he watched that truck coming from a ways.
Yeah.
like-
Listen,
he ran
no, that's
the
what I
other
was
way.
saying.
Like I would have ran between the cars that
Yeah.
were behind me.
Well,
I'd have come
and-
No,
back.
sir.
Yeah.
Look, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all, you can't get away from it.
Well, and I guess in his
And the reason
defense-
why I know is because when we go to the ATV parks and stuff like that, and they got those side by sides and things, and they
Yeah.
coming in.
Right.
You've seen them.
it's always
you've been-
faster than you think it's coming.
That-
Way,
One,
like
and
That van
the
is not
last
that
thing on
nimble.
his mind is that this dude's coming to run me over. So I
Right.
guess
Well,
he
I can
just
tell you what the
wasn't-
last thing on his mind was the front,
Holy shit!
the hood of that
Yeah,
truck.
the hood of that
It
truck.
was too. I don't know
That's
how he
terrible.
missed all
R.I.P.
those shots. I really don't know how.
I know
because
because he was like right at the window.
Maybe it hit him.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
it
wait,
may have, but how
wait.
do you not kill somebody from that close, letting off
People
6,
don't die
7
off-
rounds? Or
people don't
whatever it
die-
was.
50 Cent got shot.
Lot.
Have you seen a movie?
50
One shot.
Oh,
They
okay.
go flying backwards.
Yeah, and every
Yeah.
time he shoots the car, it explodes.
Right.
50 Cent got shot 9 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You live.
You don't walk with
People
a
live.
It's crazy.
So
But yeah, I did
I
see
guess,
that. I
like,
pulled the video up,
that's
but
what,
YouTube's full of a bunch of pussies.
That's
and
all
they'll
right, we can
probably
talk
pull
about
back
it and
down.
then move on.
That's what decisions can lead to, though. Because
Well,
it's like, should he
exactly.
have just let that man take his truck and walked off
Exactly.
and let the insurance deal with it? He may
Right,
still be
yeah.
alive.
That's a good point because it brings it all back around to where I
Right.
started off. That You're right.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you react out of just the rage or whatever's building up in
Right.
you, and then next thing you know, either you fuck around and kill somebody or you're dead.
Right.
And to me, none of it's worth it, especially a
Not
truck,
at all.
and especially some guy asking me if I cussed out the lady at Walmart. It's just not worth
Right.
it. you
Well,
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
a lot of times it's not what the tipping point was. You know what I mean? In other words, a lot of people don't say that a match blew up a building.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I see.
So the
Yeah.
match is just like the catalyst, so that whatever set that off, everything was already there.
Yeah.
It just took that one little spark to get stuff started. You know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
So you gotta learn
gotcha.
how to just to kind of bob and weave through there,
Yeah.
and
Right.
keep your
I should have been bobbing
so-
and weaving.
keep
I
your
guess that's
your anger in
my
check.
thing is had he have walked away from that truck instead
that's my-
of trying to shoot that dude, he may still be alive.
Yeah.
True.
A lot of people are the cause of their own
Absolutely.
demise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without a
True.
doubt.
So, but the instant justice, I don't know. I think about it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's all of my videos. I'm watching it. It's like all of what you pulling up.
I don't know if you saw this.
Is he in
where
jail?
It was a substitute teacher. No, it's in
Oh,
school.
oh.
And a
Yeah.
kid got into it.
Wait. Before you start this, never pull up student and substitute teacher
It
videos.
might be something.
It's a rabbit hole.
no.
There's
No, I
this one.
didn't.
Is
This
this a
is-
student? Is this a student and substitute teacher video?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. There's this one.
Oh
and
no,
there's-
no, no. We're
and
not
listen,
going down that.
No. I'm just telling you. There's this one, and there's 800 more.
Oh, I know there is, but then they get a little freaking twisted.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So those rabbit holes, like you like to see people doing donuts
Uh-huh.
in their cars or whatever like that. Yeah, teacher and substitute videos. There's 800
Let's-
more.
No, I just happened to see it
Let's see
on
what you got.
Twitter. I was watching them. That's a teacher.
Yeah.
So he knocked. Now, I do have. They got a better angle of it right here.
I'm sorry for the lesson learned, but here's the
Well,
lesson.
probably
hold on. I want
deserved
to see
every
this
punch.
angle of it.
Can we go
Look,
back
Look,
to-
look, look at this angle. I mean, he put it on it. Boom!
Yeah.
He dropped that kid. Now, of course, the whole question is, was that right? Because I know that teacher didn't start that mess. You
Right.
know what I mean? There's no way he was in there starting fights with a kid.
That kid put his,
Hashtag free
that kid
Mr.
pointed.
Smith.
Listen,
Yeah.
A kid should not point their toes towards a grown adult.
I'm with you. These kids got to learn.
Yep.
Stop fucking with grown men. You know,
That's how they learn, right there.
that's how they learn. I mean,
check
look,
this out. We talked about. I said this before, but I'm a recap on another one. We talked about it. There was some girls who was fighting in schools in Georgia, fist fighting.
Okay.
And had to go in there and break it up, and it was just fist fighting. You ever been one school year where it's just an extreme amount of fights? You know, like you know, it's man, 7th grade, dude, every day. You know, so the girls, it was the girls fighting all the time, and so
you?
they
were fighting over
of
you.
course they were.
Here too, yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
okay.
I'm talking about
It's over you. He said.
Oh, over me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Damn, just at least say Why else would they be fighting?
Yeah, probably. It's like,
So anyway.
girl, you dating him? No, ho! And then they start fighting. Yeah, that's how it went down. Stop, Brad.
Get to your point.
They were fighting in Georgia and a lot. So the police was authorized to use the tasers. And the fights
In
went
the
from
schools, you're talking about?
the fights dropped 98%.
Yeah, because there's consequences.
Yeah.
They hit one of them little beer highs with that taser, and then they didn't have to worry about a fight.
Well, that's why I'm thinking this little dude here probably won't do
I
whatever
guarantee
the
he
hell
won't.
did. Now,
Never
of
talk
course,
shit to a teacher
the
again.
word on X was that he said the N word to the teacher, which I don't believe because that dude was a minority himself. So he might have said it, but that's not what made that teacher do
was a
that.
kid.
He probably came at that teacher. You know what I mean?
If you pull a video back up, I see the kid had his toes pointed toward that dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
he had his hands up. He was doing the Puma. He was doing the.
He was.
He was going towards the dude. Don't do that.
No, because a lot of these kids, it's kind of like when
entitlement.
A lot of the women come at men. They don't think there's going to be any kind of repercussions to it. So these kids think they can act any way they want because he ain't going to touch me. And then he got his dumb ass knocked out. Now, I don't know if that's the story, if the kid started it, but from what I'm seeing from other students and what they're talking about is that the teacher wasn't in the wrong.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That kid was squaring up on the guy.
So there you go.
I mean, the kid's hands was way higher than his shoulders was, and it wasn't like he wasn't blocking. He was trying whatever he was trying to do. You know, he squared up with the dude.
All right, so we're all condoning it.
Teachers
need to whoop these kids' asses.
They do.
In school. That's like these kids. Speaking of kids, I mean these ones that are acting like these fools in these college campuses, man, with this shit going on with Palestine and all. Like, what in the fuck? Because these colleges are just allowing them to run wild over there. I mean, I don't even think they know what the hell they're protesting
I think
about.
a lot of them don't.
I mean, what is
90% of children don't know? Just like the Vietnam War, 90% of them didn't know what they was fighting for.
Yeah.
Right? It's the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean, apparently it's okay for Hamas to come parachuting in and just annihilate people at a music festival.
Right,
yeah, and I don't know what side's right or wrong because they say Israel's over there, basically doing what they're doing to citizens too. But it's like, what do you do when somebody comes in and does that, like they did?
Why is that? Why is it our business though?
Well, and
the reason why I'm saying it, I'm not saying it.
Well,
from
it's our business because
I'm not saying it from a cold-hearted place, but I'm saying that why is that?
Well, it's just world news, but I mean,
but check it out though. You know more about what's going on way over there than you know what's going on right across the border in Mexico, right there.
Yeah. Well, because it's.
Do you know that Mexico? You know Mexico has states. Name them. Name one. See.
You got war.
But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to be.
I watch the news and listen to the news. And
no.
Mexico
what I'm saying is,
the headlines.
Mexico.
Yeah, I'm just.
What I'm saying is, Mexico impacts your life by being that close to you a lot more than Israel or Palestine ever will.
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck. But I'm saying my question was, why are these kids in these college campuses going so berserk?
No, I was using you.
Because I was going to say
I was using you to make an example. I was just making an example that you know more about what's going on there because of the media. Yeah. We got to get away from that media stuff. The media, look what's doing to the kids in the
well, that's what's going
on
in the news right now. So I just figured since we're a talk kind of, we would bring it up. But
I got you. No, but
we could talk about Mexico.
No, I was making a point off of it because Mexico is right there.
I'm not Googling any of it to look it up.
We'll switch
I don't care enough, but
no, but what I'm saying is
Mexico. But
I believe half of them are probably paid for.
Yeah, because a lot of them come from out of town and out of state, and it's like,
I believe it's
somebody's paying for this shit. But anyway, I don't know. It blows my mind.
Did you see the video from the Texas school campus with all the fucking the police like just coming through with riot shields and shit? They were shutting that shit down.
Well, yeah, that's a different place.
Yeah,
because they started that shit in Columbia, I think, University.
Columbia,
where it started, and they were just allowing them just to run rampant. But yeah, they do that shit down south, and it's. I mean, now they still not handling it like I would.
No, they didn't because you remember the school shootings in Uvalde. Yeah. So Texas, oh man, even though Texas did really, really well, they failed with they failed on two fronts. They failed with Uvalde. They failed with Beyonce. So
with Beyonce. Why allowing her to do country music? I'm curious what.
she says on the front of the song, "This ain't Texas."
Oh, I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
don't listen to Beyonce. I've tried not to, but
Yeah.
But anyway, Booge. I know
Yeah.
you don't watch news. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Can I show you this and get your opinion on it?
Mhm.
Okay. You just watch and you
Sick.
tell me if this is okay.
I heard you.
That-
Go ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm giving you.
You got the floor, brother.
Yeah. You got the floor. What's going on there, Booch?
Caught. One word.
What's going on there?
One word.
Is that appropriate?
Caught?
Yeah.
C-A. How do you spell? I'll play with y'all. C-A-U-G-H-T. Caught.
So it's not appropriate in your eyes or anybody's. It shouldn't be. But some people were defending that.
Yeah.
It all
You know,
depends on
that-
how they. No, wait.
Honestly,
It all
what could be
depends
another,
on how they play around.
Yeah. Sucking on an ear?
It all depends on how they play around.
I
That
guess,
that dude probably caught him doing that to a little girl and was like, yeah. Remember that? It's like, dude, like, because he's got a
Yeah.
wild
Well,
uncle.
some people made
but the other, that's the 1% of my mind.
yeah.
The
Well,
other
that's in-
99%
That's
of
in
my mind
Europe,
is like,
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I heard one of the points was that the lack of reaction from that kid was like he was used to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like he was like, "What are you doing?" I
Right.
mean,
that kid, that little
it's
boy,
terrible.
that little boy could have been showing signs of homosexuality, from a young age, and that dude knows that he's gay, and it's probably
What
trying
people are wondering is that his father, though. Like, is that appropriate?
so many different scenarios play out in my head.
Yeah.
Number one, I'm not going to say that that's his dad as much as it's probably his brother or his uncle, and he's messing with him. Darker would be that. Or,
Bruh, there's no way to
Man,
even
no.
explain that away.
all right, okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Now that I've watched it again, because I was trying to play it off from the top of my head, dude, that's a lot to digest and
Bruh.
take in.
Well, the authorities have been pushed now to look for this asshole.
That is
because
a
of the
couple.
outcry.
Listen to this. That's a couple.
What you mean? Oh, you talking about illegal though? I thought you meant like that because that's not an adult.
I know that's a couple. That's a couple. That's two companions.
I think it's father and son myself, and I think that father's got some problems. if
I don't
that's how
know.
they-
Well, no matter what the base
that's
of
his
it
love
is,
language. That's
yeah, that's a couple.
yeah.
Either
Wow.
that kid is used to that, or he's been displaying homosexual signs for a long time, and that guy picked up on it, and they're gallivanting out and about. That's a date.
Right,
They're out on a date.
It needs to be investigated. That's all.
It needs to be more than invested. It needs to be stopped.
And they are. I think
It needs
they-
to be
I think
stopped.
law enforcement, but only after the outcry of the public. They were like, "Oh no, that's not. I don't care." But that's like I think Tom Brady. When they were showing, he kisses his son on the mouth like his 10-year-old son, like a big wet smooch on the lips and shit, and everybody was like, "What in the?" Like,
Listen,
who does that?
I've never had kids,
Yeah.
and I
Well, I
can't.
have, and I ain't kissing none of them
can't
on the
see-
lips
no,
at 10
because
years old.
I date girls and they kiss their kids on the mouth,
Yeah.
and I hate it because
Wasn't Birdman kissing Wayne on the mouth
No.
like
Yeah,
5
he
years
was.
ago?
no,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
As
children.
grown adults. Yeah.
I'm talking about the children and the child's mouth.
Just how nasty a
Like
child.
I'll
Oh,
see
yeah.
kids that like walk up and ying, 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 like they're teething and stuff like that, and they got like food crumbs and dried up, candy and
That's why I don't
and
drink after kids.
a couple of
No.
yeah, and
All the
whatever,
backwash
and they
shit,
want
yeah.
they and the moms kiss the kids,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
All I
Like,
can think
damn.
of is like a bread crumb hitting my lip when I go to take a sip. But maybe he was like, like, Dad, I got a itch behind my ear that I
Yeah,
can't
suck on it?
scratch. Like, help me scratch this itch. And he was
So
like,
did
yeah, no problem, son.
they
You
never
know?
found him.
Maybe the dad don't have hands.
Exactly. I was
Yeah.
just thinking the same
Now
thing,
we're making
right?
fun of cripples. See?
We're not making fun. We're just
well-
trying to make excuses for this asshole. I don't know.
Did they find him?
No, I'm saying you're
not the
blaming a
last I
guy
heard
that's
they didn't.
crippled, doesn't have hands
So-
of child abuse.
But
No,
wait. So
I ain't
that was
know.
wait. But break that down. That was a newscast, right?
There was a snooker tournament.
The guy was so
Yeah,
there was
it
there was
was-
cameras out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this sick dude was in front of cameras doing that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. So imagine what he does at home.
Well, if that is true, what we're talking about, that could be some form of pedophilia. He really needs to come to Livingston Parish.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did see that. What?
Yeah.
Ooh, Mr. Carter. What? Come on.
Just I didn't read a whole lot into it, but I did hear about it in Livingston Parish, where a judge sentenced a man to 50 years for raping a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
But on top of that sentence, he told this guy that you're going to have chemical castration.
Yeah, he forced him to get.
And I think that's the second time this judge has done that.
Really?
Yeah.
But what is chemical what is chemical castration?
From what I've read on it, it's like basically hormone drugs that kill a man's sex drive completely.
Yeah, you have no libido.
So
at
you
all.
have zero sex drive. So
It's not the sex drive that does it more than it is the psyche. Most of the sexual goings on, it starts off in your head.
well, that's apparently what the drugs do. They make it
So,
to where
yeah.
you just have zero want for any kind of sexual activity. Period.
If you're gonna pop somebody's balls off, you might as well pop them. Just, you know what I mean?
That's what
If
I'm
it
thinking.
came
Let's
to me,
do
it's like-
physical
it's like
castration.
Bougie
Like the
tomorrow.
mob would do it in a vice.
It's like Bougie tomorrow. Your balls are going. I'd be like, well, then I'm going.
Yeah. You think?
You know, straight up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I feel bad for the person that finds my body.
Yeah, I'm trying to see because I read it. Let's see. A judge ordered a 54-year-old Louisiana man to be physically castrated, the news says.
Nice.
Wow.
In addition to his sentence as part of a guilty plea for the rape of a 14-year-old girl that resulted in a pregnancy, because that's how he got caught, because they did a DNA test after she accused him, of doing that. But that's good to hear over here in our state, man.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do to all them motherfuckers. Because they won't put him in jail for life, so there is no curing
We need to
that,
deport.
We
need to deport.
Yeah, but they're not going to do that either, so you need a realistic solution.
That is realistic.
To
I'm giving you.
deport them?
Well,
You can't deport somebody that's from here.
All right. I pronounce myself king for a day. All right, Boojin, what would you suggest? I would suggest that when one of those ships come in, bringing all of that stuff for Amazon
Send
from
them
China,
back.
that we're gonna load that boat up and it's going back.
Yeah.
And once they let the ship off, be like, look,
I say cut their nuts off.
No,
While they're
whole.
wide awake.
No, whole. Just bring them and just let them go.
Yeah.
You may go.
Yeah, to go fuck with some other kid in another country.
They just send them all to one island. It'd be like Epstein Island, but all
No. Give them a good country to go to. They has to get.
I'm going back to the gladiator games.
They has to get dealt with.
Not my vote.
There's no cure.
They don't know about it because he cut it out. He cut out the gulag.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did I?
yeah, it got cut out. It got cut. It didn't make the cut. I guess we went down a little dark little area there. Although it was awesome, huh?
I may be completely wrong, but is that not how Australia was started? Like way
Australia,
back?
it was
Didn't
a
they
dumping.
send just prisoners to Australia because it was just uninhabited?
Yes, that's what I heard, and I also heard that it never got any better.
It never got any better.
Yeah,
Now
they
we
say
have
Australia's a
Australia.
terrible place.
I know it used to be the one place I wanted to go when I was younger, just because of the
Because
animal
of the joys.
stuff. Yeah. But then it's like you start actually reading about it and the reality of what's going on over there. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'll stay over here.
The Joeys and the Sheilas.
But yeah,
The
that's
Rose.
what I heard. They would just ship
Rose.
The
all
Rose.
the prisoners off to Australia
Kangaroos.
and just
Yeah. Now
survive.
they take your guns and
Yep.
tell you to have fun.
You got to go fist fight kangaroos out there.
You ever seen a kangaroo like the physical of a kangaroo?
Oh yeah, them motherfuckers are
Yeah,
jacked.
it looked like
I like the video where it
like
was trying to
Debo.
headlock his dog.
Oh,
man.
yeah. And your boy
And it
tried
wasn't trying
fight with
to.
him.
But did you see all of the blood and gore that was hanging off his
The
dog?
funny thing, he could have fucked that man up.
Oh yeah.
You know,
They do.
Oh, yeah.
They do all the time.
I would have. I was him.
Yeah.
The way that you de-escalate. This is what I know from watching.
De-escalate kangaroos.
Yeah, because so a kangaroo when they go up like this, that's battle, and then what you have to do is you have to bring their sight back down to the calm state, and
I'm
then
not
they
backing
leave each other
down.
alone. Just go, okay, square for the kangaroo. He's gonna balance on that tail.
Get you
Maybe
with them.
not a roo, but like a wallaby. Like we could get it.
A wallaby.
No, you don't pick. He couldn't pick who he's gonna fight at Walmart. You
Yeah,
can't
you're
pick.
not picking. No, you're getting a rule.
Y'all bring a roo in here next week and I'll fight it.
Look, if you bring kangaroo up in here, I'm gone.
They used to have.
Didn't they do that like in boxing?
Yeah, I was gonna
rings
say
and
they used to
shit?
have with the
Yeah.
boxing gloves on, the little kangaroo.
And that was cute because they hid.
It's cute.
They hid what was under
What
there.
they do with their bottom feet?
Huh?
What they do with their
We
bottom?
wasn't even looking at his feet.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's how
I
they
wonder how
fight,
they.
huh? Don't
I
the
wonder how they
kangaroos,
stopped
like-
them from gutting the man.
Don't
you
they
know,
like
with their-
rear back on their tail and kick?
They do.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
what did
Somebody
they-
had them trained where they
just punch.
boxing gloves on them.
They do. No, but they had the boxing glove on.
Oh, it was a different
I know you got to
world.
cut all of this shit out.
It was a different
no.
world, huh?
We're bro dozing like I
No.
don't know what. I apologize,
They
but
did-
they had the kangaroo scratching on. Pull it up.
Could you imagine
Pull it
trying to
up.
bring
Pull
some
it
shit
up.
like
Pull it
that
up.
back
Yeah,
today?
Yeah. If we no, not the kangaroo
Why
boxing.
would I cut this out? People want to
Like,
know about this.
But could,
Pull up
could
the
you
kangaroo-
imagine trying to start that, like the Kangaroo Boxing League today?
Wait. Pull up the
Yeah,
kangaroo.
They did some fucked up shit to animals back in the day. They couldn't do that shit now.
No.
Listen, pull up the kangaroo scratching on the glass.
Scratching
Yeah.
on glass. It pulls up kangaroo
Scrotum.
scrotum. We don't want to see the
It's
kangaroo
his pouch.
scrotum.
He's a marsupial.
Yes,
Scratching
it is.
balls.
That's a big word, Pooch.
You got
Scratching
Google
balls.
it.
What am I pulling up? Scratching what?
Scratching glass.
How about window?
Yeah, window. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wallabies and
The
rays
rose.
and Sheilas.
All right, let's pull it up for the people to see.
I'm telling you, huh?
Oh my God, dude.
Look at that.
Look at him. Looks like a freaking.
Yeah, he's kind of swole.
Fucking
Look at the claws on
Told
that
you.
thing.
I told you.
Ooh, woo.
I wasn't saying all that because when you talk about the boxing kangaroo, I wasn't saying all that for nothing. Yeah, that's a death machine on two little hopping feet.
They look so cute.
That's
though,
why
from
they
a
ban
distance.
guns.
So they
out
hop
there.
like a bunny.
Look at that.
Ugh.
Yeah, he's looking at his reflection.
Damn.
It's like a beta fish.
Probably bows up like a man.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm telling you, that's
Look,
why
look.
they ban guns.
see how he got on that tail?
You saw
Yeah.
you saw when he pulled his
That's
his
crazy, huh?
Kangaroo
forearms
runs
up?
on you.
Wow.
You
Yeah, so we had a whole boxing kangaroo movie and it was cute.
We're gonna let's watch some kangaroo. Look at it.
All right, so nothing you can do.
Oh, that's the one
that's-
there.
that was
Boom.
him.
Look.
Australia's
You got to go
most
back down.
iconic
See,
Yeah.
that's
The
that's
kangaroo
that's
is not
fight.
The most
I wanna
peaceful
see
So
that.
you
creature.
got to take.
They are known to become aggressive.
That had to been a
and
pet.
have
That-
That's
they
going
can bring one on a
slow.
TV
Oh,
show.
Ooh.
There's
Oh,
the
look, he's got
boxing gloves.
boxing gloves.
975 pounds
Damn.
per square inch and a punch force of 275 pounds.
I didn't know their front claws were like that. dude.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
and shoulders and their front.
No,
old
that
man
one ain't.
died from
So innocent.
injuries
Looks like a little
sustained
two-legged
when
No,
his
that was
pet
that was the
kangaroo
one that was
became
fighting.
violent.
The two dudes was fighting,
If
and
you
she was
find
on
yourself
the
in a
sideline.
kangaroo's grasp,
Oh,
there
oh,
are
yeah.
three
No,
things
no.
you can do to mitigate
won't
the
want to-
attack.
Hey, you know what else they do?
Boy, it's like-
Yeah, that was a bad
Sign
one.
of
That was a bad one.
aggression or a
He
threat.
took it down. Man.
If you happen
No, that was.
upon a
I watched the whole
kangaroo,
video. That was a bad
move
one.
away slowly and calmly without turning your
You in
back.
trouble, lady.
Kangaroos
This
are
approach
assholes.
minimizes
Yeah, they
the
are.
risk of starving
You got to
the
slow them
animal
down. You got to
and
bring them back.
provoking a chase. You will not be able to outrun a
Damn.
kangaroo, so keep a calm demeanor to
Look at
prevent further
Murder
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
Murder machine.
Turn sideways. Huh?
Is it true to run zigzags when you're running from a gator?
I've always heard that.
That's what I've
You
heard
can't
too.
run from
is
a gator.
Is it?
Yeah, I've always heard because they're too stupid to know to go in a straight line, so they
Yeah.
No,
follow
that
you.
ain't, that ain't true. You
But-
can't either.
That's what school told me.
If you run from a gator, you get away, or it's got you. You don't. It's not like it's
Well,
not
yeah,
like
I
and
know.
go. No, it's like either or ooh, that was close.
You seen that elephant attacking that fucking safari truck and killed that lady?
Is that the one?
It was like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Is that the one where they had it out of the? He pulled it out of the truck. Because no,
He
I seen
flipped
another
the
one
whole
where.
truck.
Oh no, I didn't see that one. I
It
saw
rammed the truck and flipped it.
Yeah.
I saw another one the other day where it was a father and a son that decided to go. I think it was after hours or something at the place, and they were in there messing with it or doing whatever they were doing, and it killed the 17-year-old boy in front of dad,
Yeah.
and it was nothing you could do about it.
It's funny. It's still called Africa,
What you want them to call it?
because we don't call Europe Europe. We name the places.
Yeah, you talking
France,
about the
Spain, England.
continent.
You know,
yeah.
Yeah, we just name a whole continent. I mean, Australia is a continent, but
yeah.
you know, it's like here we say like, oh yeah, what happened in
Well,
North
what should
America?
we call Africa?
No, because we have Canada.
But I'm just thinking if we had to rename, I guess you just don't use the continent name.
Yeah, we got to stop doing that.
Well, we'll start right here. That's
I'm just saying. It's like
we're gonna put our foot down.
It's there's Chad. There's
There's the N word.
no, it's
Got it.
Niger.
Oh, well, that ain't fun.
Like
That's not what we call it in school.
Nigeria. Nigeria. I'm saying. No, but we don't. That's funny to the shit. I'm sorry. Cut this out. I'm just gonna laugh.
No. Anyway,
What do you call a person from London?
if they're here,
Well, wait, but London is what? It's a city, right?
In England.
So you
yeah.
can't call them Londonese.
why not?
Right.
We can.
Do you
I
call
mean,
Do they have a term for that for people from London? The Londonese or something like that?
Probably call them
Londoner, dude.
Londoner.
Oh my God, y'all are a bunch of dumbasses.
Yeah, I mean, golly.
What's wrong with you
Jesus
people?
God, man.
Dude is prison shaking.
Everybody
people.
knows
Man, I
that
told you
shit.
that.
Everybody, I mean, come on now.
A
It's common
Londoner.
knowledge. Jeez.
All right.
How's anybody going to learn anything from us when
We need to
just
we
a bunch
need
of
to get
dumbasses in a circle?
That's why we have Google.
Kind of got into it earlier than, Bougie want to talk about Mexico, but like their argument, I was trying to ask, like, what do they want someone to do? Like when they parachute in there and do what they did that day, like how do they expect the other people to react?
Right.
Like how do you go in there and disable an organization like like Al Qaeda and how we had to do? How do you do that without innocents getting?
Right.
I mean,
Not all-
You don't.
Not all
There's
problem.
collateral damage.
Listen,
It's not.
everything.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about the people that are doing it. Israel. I'm not talking about us.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything over
No,
there.
what I'm saying is you I know your focus is on it. And you could talk, you could circle right back around to it and talk about it if you'd like, or you could leave this in. However, what I'm saying is our focus
Is in the
on
wrong
worrying about
place.
worrying about what because they're gonna do it anyway, whether you talk about it or not.
I got
They're
you.
gonna do it anyway. But our focus, however,
Or
give
you
me
could
the-
just answer my question.
yeah,
How-
give me the scenario.
How does another
What-
country deal with it when somebody else comes into your territory and slaughters innocent civilians? So how do you deal with it now?
it's PAX. It's PAX.
You know what I mean?
It's PAX.
Because that's what this shit's all about. Because Israel's
if it went
over
down,
there.
listen. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, if it went down, it'd be me and Justin.
We're
against
trying
y'all
to
two.
have an educated conversation, people, but it's not working.
I'm trying to tell you how it works.
I'm trying to ask you.
I'm giving you the scenario. It'd be if it went down right now, it'd be me and Justin against y'all two.
Exactly. So
So it's already predetermined. So it's just that another person's not stepping up.
Yeah.
So whoever's on, who is it? Is Israel and Libya? Who is it?
no.
Come on, fill me in. Fill me in because
I'm gonna start forwarding you every article that I read.
Yeah.
or
Then
everything that I see.
you must forward it. I need to read.
Yeah, look, Israel, Palestine, and it's nothing new. They've been going at it,
Yeah.
Forever.
The Gaza
forever.
Strip and Palestine.
But I was talking about this
and
certain
Hamas.
situation where all these, like I said, these college students are going nuts now, and
Mhm.
everybody's flying their fucking
Right.
Palestine flags,
They're
like
saying
they're the
Israel's
victims
doing
in
too
this.
much.
Okay.
Right.
Because Israel's coming back at them, and they're killing people, whether
Mhm.
it be innocent or not.
Mhm.
But they're trying to get to Hamas and destroy
Which is hiding
that,
behind
which is kind of
innocent
like,
people.
like I said, they're kind of like the Al Qaeda. They're the terrorists of
Mhm.
that region. So when these terrorists come into your territory and cause the kind of havoc that they caused that day at that little music festival,
Mhm.
how should Israel react? Is what I'm saying, and I don't
Israel needs
understand.
to.
The way they did.
So who's the so Israel's the one that got the attack
Yes.
on him, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Initially, yeah.
Israel's supposed to have their boys together and be like, y'all see what they did? Like Israel shows up with a bloody nose. It's like,
Mhm.
what
Yeah.
happened? It's like they just got me.
And that's
Like,
what
all right.
they-
And
And
they
they
did.
round up the
And
troops
that's
and they
what
go
they're
back and
doing.
they do it. But they for
Well-
some reason he's talking like it's not happening. So it's,
No,
it's
it's
obviously
happening. The
No, 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 no,
problem
no.
is they're
No, I'm saying people are. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
from what I'm reading, their problem is that like Hamas is hiding behind
Exactly.
innocent
Right.
people. So
Which isn't
Israel is
anything-
hasn't having to bomb these places, and they're killing innocent people in the pursuit of killing
So,
Hamas.
Now, all what they're protesting over is they want the United States to step in and do something to stop
Right.
this from happening. They want us to stop Israel from basically striking back because they're killing innocent
you
people.
can't. Yeah, but
But
you
what
don't.
do you do when the enemy is hiding behind?
Right.
You
know
can't
what I
stop.
mean?
You can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's a counterattack.
But it's not the point. I'm not saying if
Yeah,
you
so
can't. I'm
in-
saying
in a fight. No, what I'm
should
saying
they?
is in a fight, maybe we do have the power to stop it. Maybe, but just let's put
well,
that
we
on the
have
back.
the power to stop.
Let's put that on the
it.
back burner for now.
Right.
No, whenever you're at war, then the way that war goes is somebody does the offenses and then you counter them. It's never usually that you just go in and be like, "Hey, y'all cut that out." So that's
and that's how these college kids want it to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just
It's not
for the
gonna
United
happen like
States
that.
to
When
go,
it's
hey, y'all
war-
stop doing that.
when it's
And then when you do that, the fuck do you think Hamas is going to do next?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's a matter of time.
When
But-
Israel's
Right.
like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and forgive
the way that you
Right.
stop people from doing stuff without violence is to put an embargo on them, which means you starve them out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't hurt the
Well, that's what
governments
they're
because the
doing
government
too, and they're
that-
pissed off.
it doesn't hurt the government. It hurts the people
I know.
who have nothing to do with that. So that, in other words, it's just like me and Brad, sitting at home, and all of a sudden we don't have Rouses and TJ Maxx and all that other stuff. Well, I'll have TJ Maxx. We'll have Rouses, but we'll be sitting there, and all of a sudden our stores aren't open because our government is going crazy.
That's pretty much exactly what's happening. Like Israel cut off the water supply because Hamas is hiding in these cities and shit, and they're like hiding in schools.
Well, they had them tunnels underneath that hospital. So my main question was, you don't have to know everything that's going on in the conflict. I was just saying, like, what else do you expect somebody to do that has been attacked? Just because you hide behind innocent civilians, should that person just say, okay, well, we're not gonna,
no,
you
got to find them.
Right.
You got to
find
them.
What's expected right now.
And it's like it happens in every war.
This
isn't anything
I'll
new.
say that I predict that they will find the people who are behind it.
Well, they know who's behind it.
No.
What they're fighting over is there's innocent people dying.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they're like, Israel needs to fucking stop.
I'm talking about first and last, and they're going to find the people behind it.
Yeah, because they're killing people from Hamas, but they're also killing innocent civilians.
Yeah, so it's like, how do you go around? Like, is it just, hey, man, it's casualties of war?
It's collateral damage.
There's intelligence.
Well, there is, but they say, okay, they're hiding here, which is behind innocents. So what do? You just let them.
How do you get the innocents out the way?
What do you mean? How are they hiding?
Well, they'll hide in hospitals and shit.
Yeah, or they'll like in people's apartments. Like people will be living there.
That's
Hamas will bust in and be like,
all
"We're
the
here now."
do. Yeah, I mean, it's.
They'll get them. They'll get them.
But should they? Is what my point is. Like
everything. Look, the pendulum swings. So they showed a weakness, and then they're going to strengthen on that front.
Yeah.
We here in the United States have had for the last I don't know how many 100 years to not have to worry about war. Whereas over in Europe and different places like that, man, they had a war like 40 years ago.
It don't stop everywhere, and we're always involved in some.
No, not here.
Yeah, not here on our grounds. I'm just saying we're always in some bullshit.
Like they get in a call, like me and Brad will go and grab
war happy. This country.
Me and Brad will go and grab coffee and sit there talking about a game that's coming up.
Yeah,
and we drove by like places that's got those big mortar round stuff.
Yeah.
That's been drilled through. Now they rebuild a lot of it, but a lot of that stuff is still there.
Yeah,
do you know that all of the Hitler stuff is still there? All of those concentration camps and all that.
Yeah,
still right there. You go on a tour and you go right past.
Ooh, I've been speaking of him. I've been reading a lot of shit online about how he wasn't as bad as what you know.
Yeah, how you like that? Huh?
Like, I guess I was taught wrong. But,
oh, really?
But I mean, there's a lot of things in history that you were taught that comes out to be because the United States has a good way of painting things how they want you to grow up believing. I'm not defending Hitler at all,
right.
But it's just funny when I start reading some of that and hearing some of their arguments, and they actually showed. It was an AI generated. It was a speech he was giving.
Yeah.
And they did it in English, and it was really what he was saying. And you're watching him, and he's just saying shit that any other politician would say. You know,
right? No. He's saying it in German.
That's what I mean. And
it sounds like he's like, blow this up, and destroy this, and cut babies down.
But what he's really saying is, vote for me because I take care of you, or whatever.
No, but he's not saying it even like that. He's like y'all when they because German is very it's more harsh to us.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. To us, to the American eye, it looks like he's
when they translated through AI to where the guy was saying it's like he was like y'all vote for me.
Yeah,
come on, I'm gonna help y'all. I'm a person. I'm a person of the people.
Just being a normal politician.
I'm gonna do that. But when you hear it in German,
they sound so angry.
Yeah.
I saw that, and it made me think for a second. I'm like,
even Germans know. Which is really really cool. Because last people I'd want to have on my back is a German.
Is a German?
Yeah, they got the best of the best everything. Rolex watches and all of that stuff. Yeah, I mean they're precision.
They know how to make shit, dude.
I heard there's a friend of mine has one of his uncles is he's a machinist, and he gets a lot of material in. And when he gets stuff in from out of like China or somewhere, it's all out of whack.
Yeah.
But when he gets the stuff, the materials like out of Germany, they spec it, and if it's off, it's only off by so many thousandths of an inch.
Oh, I've always heard that.
Yeah.
Well, look at all like your telescopes, microscopes, even your scopes on rifles, or
anything German is on point.
Top notch.
What's the vehicles that are German?
Volkswagen, Mercedes,
so all
BMW. BMW is an acronym.
Yeah.
BMW is not.
BMW is Bavarian Motor Works.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Mercedes-Benz.
Mercedes-Benz.
And there's a lot of other. Now, I'm not saying that they're the best because, of course,
well, Brad knows all about you start naming him high-end vehicles. Yeah. That's all they drive over there by him.
Brad got nostalgic. He started talking about homes to Brad.
Bargain Dugan.
It's like, speak, dude, speak. And then we had the people's car. The people's car.
Did you hit the crawfish boil at Indian Hills today? They had a
no, because I was asking them to if they would sand their benches down.
Was it? It was the crawfish boil at the nudist.
Yeah, it was.
I knew guy I used to work for did that at the nudist place, and he got kicked out at the end for pissing in the pond that they swim in. So didn't end well for him.
Didn't end well.
Yeah, well, they told him he was going to have to get naked anyway eventually to stay after they cooked the crawfish, and he was kind of like, nah, I'm good. But then he wound up, he figured I had to pee, so let me go right in the pond and take a piss.
Yeah, but he pulled his weenie out at least. I mean,
you figured
started with that.
But yeah, they kicked him out and never invited him back.
I saw it on Facebook. On them, and it's like just anybody can go, and you pay like a daily fee or something, or you can join and become a member or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I know. I just know that when he went, the rule, like once everything was said and done in that evening, that if you weren't naked, you couldn't stay.
You had to get out.
So whatever.
That's weird.
There ain't nobody to look at in there either.
So. They have cabins in there. You got to bring like an RV.
I think you can rent cabins and all that, dude.
Yeah,
he's playing dumb.
It's set up. It's set up, man.
Anyway, so you ain't gonna do nothing interesting?
Nah, I'm gonna drink a little bit and hang out.
Going fish.
That's it. Nah, I ain't doing nothing.
Going fishing.
I'll probably go to Walmart. See what I can get into.
Get you about 4 more in, yeah.
And then go to Walmart.
Yeah.
You got to tell them, guys, look here, you son bitch. That's like you got to practice it in the mirror. Now look here, you son bitch. Just practice it. Just get it down, and once you get it down, give yourself that little wink, ding, like that, and say, "Come on, honey."
Man, y'all gonna have me getting fucked up in Walmart, getting my ass beat up and down the aisle,
bro.
Pump me up.
Have you lived until you got fucked up in Walmart?
You haven't lived. That's right. Until you got in a Walmart squabble.
We'll come follow you with cameras.
Do that. That's what I want everybody to say.
There you go.
I just dropped one F-bomb, so I'm one.
Fuck.
I'm one tonight.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
Well, let's get out of here. BSing with the guys. Shane, Brad, Bougie, Justin. It's been fun. We'll see y'all next time.
Later.